Let me tell you a story. 2 years ago, I was online searching up how to stay consistent or how can I take advantage in self-improvement on YouTube. And what came up? A bunch of YouTubers saying 5 ways how to take advantage of self-improvement. Do this, do this. Yeah, this is tip number 1. Get rid of everything. Like, it was just too much and it was just too easy, and too easy doesn't really work well. So I was like, okay, what if I try it myself? Like, what if I just make my own? So what I did was, when I finished watching all those YouTube videos, the next day I did something where I didn't think it would have a huge impact on the goals I will set for myself. But the amount of progress I made using this method was truly astonishing. Like, if I could show you, bro, it was amazing. Like, I probably went from, like, I'll say like probably 12 to like probably like 80, like in 2 months, 3 months, maybe I think 6 months if I remember correctly. And honestly, it's probably the best decision I've ever made. I'm going to tell you this trick as well on how I literally abuse self-improvement. If you are lacking with anything self-improvement right now, such as exercising, dieting, etc., I have a method that I used to use 2 years ago that helped me take advantage of self-improvement and make so much more progress in it. Like, I'm not gonna bullshit you, I made a shit ton of progress from it. Now, here's your actionable step. And also only been like a minute into the video or less, I don't really know. Grab I'll say maybe 3 pieces of paper, grab tape, and find like a flat, clean wall. I mean, this counts, it's just like a little pattern, but yeah. Find like a clean wall that's like right next to you, like either when you work or something. Tape and 3 pieces of paper. Start thinking of the top 5 goals you have in your mind. And think about the number 1 task you can do to achieve each of those 5 top goals. So let's say your first goal is to make $5,000 off of YouTube. Then your task would either be recording, editing, or publishing, or all. I mean, I had to deal with this. So the number 1 task would be recording, right? So you can still do the other tasks. You're just gonna have to like simplify it down, like try and find the time to do it. But anyways, once you find that number 1 task for each of those 5 top goals, grab one of the papers that I gave you, and you might mess up, that's why I gave you 3, and create a habit tracker using those 5 main tasks for those 5 top goals. Now, if you want an example, let me grab my phone. You could use this one right here. This one, in my opinion, is probably the better one because I used to write them like this, and it did spare me more days, but like it did not. It took longer. So just use like this sample, and I'll explain what these things are in a little bit. So, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Actually, this is mid. Oh my gosh, bro. This is actually dookie. And once you finish making your habit track, bro, this camera does not look right, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. This actually, bro, I go like this. Over here. Okay.
Once you finish making your habit tracker, oh my gosh, bro, I'm gonna try to put this camera up there, it's crazy.
Okay, so once you finish making your habit tracker, there's a little extra space. Make your like your own quote or find a quote online and put it like in a corner or something. Because I'm pretty sure if you looked at my sample, there was a little writing, and that probably seemed unusual for you, but that little writing was actually a quote that I made to not make me want to miss a single day of ticking that box. And for me, the quote for, you know, I don't want to tick that box every single day, because if I don't, this happens, is 1 tick you miss will not help you get to your future children, future wife, or your financial freedom for your parents and yourself. So that's a big responsibility, right? So I have to work. I have to work my ass off to achieve those goals. So my number 1 task is to script, record, edit, and publish. That's 4 tasks. But since I only have 2 big major goals, I can simplify this down to as many as I want. Now, to stay motivated, there was a clip of me, I think, saying on loop what I just said right now. So I would say that quote, and in the morning, once I did my small usual stuff, I want to start my morning routine, but as I did my small usual stuff, before I get to scripting and recording, I'll put that stuff on loop so I could remember the things I'm about to do, the impact I'm about to do to my future, the world, everything, you know. What happens when you finish your first habit tracker? You just keep it. Don't throw it away. You can keep it on the wall, and if you have like no space at all, yeah, just take it down, but keep it. And in my opinion, when you write the date of when you made that habit tracker, it feels like you made so much progress all of a sudden. I have no idea why, but you can just try it for yourself. And you just make another one. You know, you don't have to like stop, just make another one. And then it's like, I'm pretty sure each of these habit trackers last for like 30 days. So if you do make a new habit tracker, I would say put a new quote, because when you put a new quote, it feels like a rebirth. And if you play video games, I think you know that term, rebirth. So if you don't, which I'm guessing you do, but if you don't, it's when you get to like the max, and then when you reset, you get like extra buffs. But in this opinion, you don't, but you can pick like a new quote. And then have standards for your tracker. And what I mean by having standards for your tracker is, if you want to make money on YouTube, right, you have to do a task that helps you make money on YouTube each day for a certain amount of time. You have to probably spend at least 30 minutes on that task, at least. I'm not saying only spend 30 minutes. No, spend more. Spend like an hour. Spend 2 hours. In total, at least, you know. Not like in a row, but in total. A day on that task. Because, to be honest, I can only spend an hour because I barely have time to, like, do it. It's a shame, but I have to make the most out of it, you know. So, just give your tracker a certain amount of time to tick that box. Let's say your goal is to get jacked, right? In general, you have to put there that the standard it has is you have to work out for at least an hour or 30 minutes, you know, who knows. So just put like a certain amount of time on how long it takes to achieve that goal, right? Or it could just be a second if you have a cold shower, right? That's different. But you can actually start making progress and do not procrastinate with it. So in my opinion, that's like a win-win. And once you have a new goal in mind and you want to switch, keep your old habit tracker and just fill out the rest. Even if it's a little bit, just fill out the rest. And then just make a new one and do the same thing. Just remember that you don't want to keep hopping from one to one. But you can make a bunch of habit trackers and you pretty much become like unstoppable. And that's all for today. Thank you, brothers. And if you like the channel, subscribe. Thank you.
Get off me! You did this to me! You been in desert and made me a freak!